It's been around for a long period of time. People have tried to always do that, use different things to try to enhance their memory or to help them recall things, but it's become more prevalent now. We've seen the military started developing some ideas of trying to enhance recall and that sort of thing. So the military's been doing that for several years. And then as you've moved into the college scene, we've started seeing more and more people taking advantage of the drugs that commonly are used to treat ADHD. And since those are prescribed fairly readily, we're starting to see more and more individuals using it. It will help, but there's a price to pay. With any drug that you use, there's always a risk. And so people think that the more drug they take, the smarter they're going to get. And we see that doesn't necessarily happen. And in fact, we see that people have developed arrhythmias and even have died sometimes from trying to take high doses of these. Or the other thing that happens is they stay awake for such a long period of time that they then go through a crash. And it's that crash which we're concerned about. It's also the potential for addiction that can occur if they're doing it on a frequent basis. We've seen the college students practice it. A lot of them drop it off after they have gotten out of school, but we've seen it in high volume, high intellectual places. We see this being used. Well, caffeine is the one that's the most commonly abused, but we do see people using the other stimulants in those places also. The other thing we're concerned about, especially with the amphetamine type drugs and the prescription drugs, is that most of those are prescription and are scheduled drugs. So there is the concept of potential addiction that can occur with these drugs, and also just there is the reality of using a drug that you don't have a prescription for is illegal. So there can be some legal consequences if you get caught.